Hey sis, my girlfriend wants to be a baddie and that's not what I signed up for.
What some men do is they will rather avoid something and act like it's not there than deal with it.
I don't have to worry about her when she goes out and she doesn't care to keep up with the latest trends. My current girlfriend is pretty to me.
My baby looking too good, yeah, she perfect. No, she worth it. When she pull up, all them man, them flirting. And yeah, she know that she a dime. Call up on my line. Told her, baby, bring it one time. Yeah. Girl, sit down and relax.
Yo, what's really good though? It's your girl Yezzir, and you are locked in whether you're watching visually or audibly on Spotify to another banging episode of Hey Sis. We got our good sis in the building, Ree Rose.
Hey.
How you feeling, Ree?
Good.
You good? We're gonna get into it today.
Is tea?
Oh, it's a whole lot of tea and it's piping. Okay, that's why we are drinking out of our Hey Sis mugs right now. And if you want to get yourself one, down in the description box so you can watch it in the cutest way possible. Okay, very cutesy, very demure. Okay, you do it through this mug right here. And obviously, we got some milestones behind the camera. It's hilarious. You should know. Okay. If you didn't know, we got some milestones. So first and foremost, we got to say a big shout out to the Hey Sis fam, the sisters and the brothers. We definitely see you for smashing 10,000 followers. Oh, guys, like,
Clink, clink, clink.
love you. Clink, 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 clink. And we have another goal. We're going to get to the 20,000 milestone. We're also doing a team. Yes, Hey Sis is building so we can get you bigger events, bigger episodes, all coming in the new year. But the only way we're going to do that is with your help. We've got our GoFundMe down in the description box. Trust and believe, no donation is too small or too big, okay? So do what you can and you can see all the beautiful things that we do with that, because our goal is this. We want to have as many uncomfortable conversations to get to a comfortable place. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Ree,
Yes.
first and foremost, how are you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Feeling good?
Feeling good.
I mean, you were at my wedding not too long ago.
Oh my God, it's absolutely beautiful.
Looking regal.
Literally, I'm just like, to my partner, yeah, hurry up, please.
You know what? Yes, hurry up. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because me and the mister need to attend more weddings. Because
Exactly, I
as much
agree.
it is fabulous having your own wedding, it's
Yeah.
also even more fun attending other people's weddings.
100%.
Because the spotlight's not on you.
No, yeah.
So you can just enjoy it
Yeah.
on a whole nother level. So that would be nice.
Yes.
And even if it's destination, we don't mind.
We're toying with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe.
good.
Yeah.
The conversations are being had.
Yes.
Listen, we're not about to get too much into it because we got a dilemma going on.
Okay.
Deep diving into the Instagram of Hey Sis UK is not a joke. There's a lot of dilemmas going on. And it's so nice to have you here to actually give advice, give
Yeah.
an opinion, because I like to think of us as one big family.
100%, yeah.
And we should have unapologetic conversations
Yeah.
in a living room.
Yeah.
So you can feel like it's your family away from whoever your family is.
Yes, yeah.
That's it. So let's go into this dilemma.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Gotta clear my throat for this. And this is from a bro as well.
Okay.
Hey sis, my girlfriend wants to be a baddie and that's not what I signed up for. I've been with extremely attractive women in the past because that's what I normally attract due to how I look as a PT. And I always ended up in fights or telling other men to watch themselves online because my ex was always getting approached. Your face.
Okay.
My current girlfriend is pretty to me, and that is why my nickname for her is my piece. I don't have to worry about her when she goes out, and she doesn't care to keep up with the latest trends. But ever since she started following me online, she comments underneath all my pictures to let other women know that we're dating, even though I ignore her comments. She started getting her hair done up in wigs and wearing makeup, which I've always told her she doesn't need to because she's naturally pretty. The other day I noticed her wearing tight clothing when we went out to the cinema, when I know her to be a jeans and t-shirt type of girl. She's getting looks outside from other men, which really annoys me. How do I tell her I love her for who she is and she doesn't need to be something she's not? Your face looks like you're disgusted.
Do you know why, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, you
Like-
are disgusted.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Like, bro, we love you dearly, but if I be honest, it's hard because I don't entirely understand the dynamic between you both emotionally, how you emotionally reassure each other. Because ultimately, if your behavior displays that you like the baddies and she can see that your behavior displays that you like the baddies, she's gonna want to be there.
Because why is she now? I don't know how long they were together for.
Yeah.
But why is she just following you on social media now?
Exactly.
Have you given her a reason to need to do that?
Exactly. And that's the thing. I think sometimes people feel like that other people's behaviors are not a reaction to the way they behave. People think that they can go about and do what they're doing and don't expect people to notice certain things in order for them to maneuver differently.
Yeah.
And are you actually emotionally checked in with each other to actually understand whether there's actually a real issue? Because it seems like no one's talking. She's doing this, whatever she's doing there, and he's doing whatever he's doing there, but nobody is talking about the changes that are happening in the relationship. But are you telling her she's pretty when she's putting on the lace front? Are you sending a mixed message?
Yeah. You know what I'm trying to think as well? Does he even actually like her? Because you kept going on about, she wants to be a baddie. So you know what a baddie looks like?
Yes.
You've talked about how you've dated extremely attractive girls in the past.
Yeah.
But then you go and say, oh, but she's pretty to me.
Yeah, but that does sound like you literally downgraded her cuteness level.
That's what
Because
I'm
you
saying.
said attractive and then you said pretty.
Oh.
And then you called her your piece, but then it was based off her being pretty.
Which is lower than attractive.
Exactly. But if somebody's your piece, pretty or not, they're your piece for certain reasons. Piece does not have a physical trait. Just felt that for a second. Yeah.
I felt still. It's so dodgy, and the wording, I feel like his wording is so lethal.
100%.
Because it's like a compliment, but it's a backhanded compliment on every other sentence.
100%. I don't like the word pretty.
Especially when you use extremely attractive.
It sounds like you're being passive aggressive.
Oh.
The pretty comment.
And even the clothing, he said, oh, she's wearing tight clothing when I know her to be a t-shirt and jeans type of girl. What does a t-shirt and jeans type of girl mean? Does that mean she plain? She
Do you know
homely?
it is? Do you know what I think? I think what it is that she's probably what they probably call a plain Jane.
Yeah.
But has a very homely and warm feeling.
Yeah.
And caters to his needs in the house.
He's comfortable
with being with her. But on the outside, she probably feels like whatever behaviors he's displaying and whatever reactions are happening on the outside, she's probably not receiving.
Yeah.
So she may feel insecure about how he feels about her.
Yes.
And maybe he's not doing enough to actually reassure her, rather than looking at everything as like a dig as to what she looks like, rather than encouraging her authentic beauty.
Yeah, in her,
Yeah.
she's pretty enough not to have to do this as he described.
Exactly.
I think people need to come to terms with, are you ready for what comes with certain people's job roles?
Yeah.
Because he's a PT. If you are dating a personal trainer, are
Yeah.
you ready for what comes with dating a personal trainer?
Yeah.
There's going to be a certain level of tension from
100%,
women.
yep.
There's going to be a certain, let's just say, unsociable hours that someone will need to work outside of to achieve certain goals. Because a lot of personal trainers, you will have to take on work with individual clients.
Yeah.
If your client is waking up at 5, 6 a.m. in the morning,
Exactly.
you have to get used to that.
Yeah.
Also, in these current times, they need a social media following.
Yep.
So when you're going out of your way to comment underneath all the pictures as a stake and claim of this is my man is ignoring you.
Yeah. You're not making her feel secure, bro. That's bottom line. That's what I think it is.
To have to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But he's now asked us, how do I tell her? But my thing is this, what if she wants to be a baddie?
I don't think she does.
You don't think she does?
No, because she didn't show up like that for him in the beginning. She didn't. I think she was authentically herself.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately that's what he was drawn to. And ultimately, I think it's not about discouraging, because I feel like everybody's idea of beauty is their own.
Yeah.
And whatever she chooses to experiment with is entirely up to her, unless you actually have a deep conversation with her and understand actually why that's happening. It could be nothing to do with you, for all you know.
That's what I'm saying.
So until you're ready to have the conversations about reassuring her whatever transition she is going through, I think what heightens it is the element of her going into the comments and saying certain things, because then it screams insecurity, right?
Yeah.
From his perspective. But at the same time, I think he needs to be vulnerable in the place that he comes from, because what he said is not cute.
What bit? What bit? Which bits?
I just feel like the whole pretty thing, and she doesn't have to do that. I just think that's not the way you encourage somebody's beauty or make them feel good about it.
Yeah.
I think it's not vulnerable enough. It's like, like, do you compliment her around the house, or do you compliment her in general? Are you just saying this? Like, there's so many things to make somebody feel secure to the point where they don't feel like they have to do that.
Yeah. No, it's so true.
Yeah.
I think the sis in me is, as much as I want to advise the bro, I'm also worried for the sis at the same time, because based off that, I don't even know if you're dating her for the right reasons.
100%.
Because you basically said, I'm only with her because she doesn't get any attention. I sleep well at night because when she goes out, I don't have to worry about her being approached. Let's just say, I don't know how she looks right now, but don't forget to subscribe to Hey Sis UK so you never miss out on an episode. Some people, they mature later in life. You know, when people talk about the ugly duckling, now I'm the swan. Okay, what if she becomes a swan while dating you? She's now getting all this attention, doing all of this. Does that mean you no longer want to be with her because she's not your definition of peace?
But then, to be honest with you, there's an issue with also him, because if you feel like you have to be with somebody of that level because they don't get attention, that makes you feel secure. Mm-hmm. In turn, then, like, why are you not offering her the same security? You feel secure.
This is getting sick.
It's true though, but you feel secure because she doesn't get attention.
Yeah.
But you're not willing to make her feel secure so that she can be truly who she is.
Okay, so what you're saying is that, for example, I don't know, like as a PT basically, he shouldn't take on any female clientele. If that was a way of making her feel more secure, no?
Not necessarily.
Okay,
I think it's more about the connection you have with that person and reassuring them. Like, ultimately, everybody's going to do what they want to do irregardless, Yeah. But ultimately, it starts with making the person feel comfortable and not giving them reasons to think outside of that.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing that and she's doing all of these things, then there's clearly a disconnect between the both of you. So I'm trying to understand
her comments.
Yeah, I don't think he should. I think it's a conversation that they should have about social media. Because really and truly,
it's a separate one.
Yeah, because no one does that. But then look how long it took you to be on his social media. I don't understand any of that.
Yeah.
So clearly you have a great area around social media to begin with, which makes me feel like it's a bit strange, because what was her take on social media? What is your take on social media as to why there was a delay around that?
Yeah.
And why now is it you want to ignore her comments, but do you address her in real life around these comments?
I just find it so weird that he's ignoring the comments in the first place.
Do you know what it is? I think sometimes what some men do is they will rather avoid something and act like it's not there than deal with it. Yeah. But even though the comments is there, we don't know what she's saying behind closed doors.
It's true. See, there's a lot of missing pieces to this, and it's
very hard.
And you're told to just give me advice based on what I've given you. But what you've said, it seems like there's so many bits missing.
There's so many layers. I think when people ask for advice, they have to be mindful that there's not enough context around it to really dive deep and actually fix an issue.
Yeah.
I don't want us to come from a place where we're looking on the surface to fix an issue, because it's going to be a temporary fix or you're going to break up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even you talking about your ex while you're talking about your current relationship
is wild to me.
It's wild. And some people, they don't even know they're doing it. Sometimes you end up in a long-term relationship with the person that was the rebound.
100% facts.
And then later down the line, you're just like, oh no, why am I not feeling like this? That was the rebound.
Yeah.
You were never supposed to end up with the rebound.
No.
But you just got comfortable because you needed a quick fix from your heartbreak.
Yeah.
You needed a distraction. You needed something. And now you're with someone you typically wouldn't be with.
I think first and foremost, he needs to ask the question, does he want to be with her? Secondly, if he does, he needs to ask himself, is he doing what he needs to do enough to reassure her that this is his person?
His peace.
Yeah, his peace. That's what he needs to do first. Before you come and speak to her about anything, make sure that you're aligned in what you're saying. Because what you're saying in the DMs is very harsh. And I do feel sorry for her, even though I don't know who she is. So before you spew,
Yeah.
Please ask yourself these questions.
Ask yourself these questions, because if we talk separately about your career as a PT, let's just say your page, if we go to your page and it's strictly professional, then have a sit down conversation and say, oh, you know what, I have to look a certain way because my highest paying clientele are women. So I need to be seen as just a PT. No one needs to see me as the PT, that's the partner, this or that. Fair enough. And I'm not encouraging anything outside of it. So I would prefer if you weren't all up in my comments because of this. Let's just say they had that conversation, but for you to continuously ignore someone, it's like it's like being embarrassed and shamed publicly all the time.
No, 100%. And I think it could be a possibility where she's gone and done her research.
That's why she feels the need to claim.
She went and did FBI.
CRB.
Exactly.
Okay. She's like, my man.
Literally.
Come and deny me in public.
Exactly. But in the same breath, like, if you do have a deeper connection, then the comment shouldn't be ignored. You shouldn't be ashamed to openly
express love.
Express in the comments.
Yeah. No, facts. Because
it shows embarrassed.
It shows embarrassed because there's a lot of successful people that have transitioned from PT to more like gym influencers, like a Simeon Panda. He's very public about the 100%. Fact that he's in a relationship. He now has a child, you know, and he's still equally successful.
100%.
There's others that do it, just so many people out there. So it just makes me wonder, I don't think he wants to be with her. No,
I think he has to ask himself that question first and foremost.
You know, and if the sis is putting 2 and 2 together and she's like, that sounds like my man, and sis, if you're listening in, I do feel like you need to have a conversation with him and say, am I your type, but am I actually someone you want to be with, no matter how I change?
Have a conversation with yourself, sis. Look at the behaviors he's displaying. Is that what you want? And I'm not trying to break up your relationships, but is that the kind of behavior you want to live with, knowing your value?
Because imagine getting dressed up and then your man goes, you don't need all of that.
Do you know what? I understand it. Because I live that.
Okay,
and my partner's very much all natural.
He's
no
earthy.
Makeup. He's very earthy. But one thing about him is that he will appreciate me when I do dress up. Even though he doesn't like it, he will still compliment me and make me feel comfortable and reassured.
But that's what's important.
100%. Yeah.
It's the person that doesn't compliment you. And goes like, just take it off.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
That's weird.
But then he's borderline calling her pretty, which I feel like is the bare minimum you can say, because ultimately
you can say cute. She could be cute. Okay, if your man describes you as these 3 things here, there's you're beautiful, there's you're pretty, and you're cute. If that's your man, you don't want cute.
No, you don't. Cute is not a good space to be.
That's your little niece you call cute. You don't call your woman cute.
No.
Pretty is maybe you complimenting your friend's girl. Like, oh yeah, his girl's pretty.
You're not in awe. If you're in awe, then it should be beautiful.
It should be beautiful.
You're a beautiful empress. That's the level.
Stunning, gorgeous.
Exactly.
All that stuff. But you see pretty and cute.
Yeah, it means you're not all the way there.
For him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, final takeaway for our bro.
Bro, ask yourself if you want to be with her. And then also ask yourself if you're reassuring her enough. If you do want to be with her, sis, rethink your value.
That's right. A final takeaway from me. I'm not going to lie, bro. It doesn't look like you're going to hang in for too long in the relationship because you don't seem attracted to her. Because I'm so sorry. If you're shaking at the thought of her even being looked at someone else here and it disgusts you to the point where you want to have an intervention. Like, imagine someone saying, you wore a bodycon dress today. Like, proper conversation and
I think that's wild.
That's wild. He's like, I want to talk to her about this. Like, what?
That is wild.
It either looks wild on her, like, genuinely, it looks wild. Like, some stuff from Primark, it's see-through, everyone's seeing your thong. That's where we have a sit down and say, this ain't it. But if it's genuinely off the back of people are admiring my beauty as I walk by, nothing too wild in that sense. It's a bit demoralizing to say no.
100%. And I think ultimately as well, I guess with men, when they look, like, visually see somebody wearing something particular, their expression in what they see is going to be different anyway, because for them it may be too much, even though you've got a bodycon dress from House of CB and it's not showing too much. But the fact is that you're accentuating your curves is just enough.
Yeah. It's the imagination.
Yeah.
You can't control people's imagination. No. So as long as it's still a dignified, classy, sexy look.
Exactly.
I don't think it's intervention worthy. But on the basis of your relationship, if you need to have a discussion about how you're feeling and how she feels about, vice versa, about how you both feel about each other, that's where the conversation needs to lie.
Yeah, I agree.
Not in you policing what she's wearing.
Yeah.
Because it's two different things. But hey.
Sounds controlling.
Oh, yeah. There's a smidgen.
Yeah.
But guys, Ree, thank you so much for giving your advice.
All good.
Hopefully it helps you out there.
Yes.
And yeah, you've been watching or listening to another banging episode of Hey Sis. Make sure you like, subscribe, donate to our GoFundMe, description down below. Next time you're watching an episode, make sure you get yourself a cuppa, and more importantly, stay blessed. Bye.
Because she moved like a queen and I like what I see and I want to get more of that.
I undress and he blows success. Lay down as you decompress. Come mine and forget the stress. Got the 9 to 5 cause he tryna change his life. He can't help it but to show his bad side. So he call me Yezzi when he want that good ride. Follow my stride, you know you want a good time. Pick any card, I know it won't decline. He know how to please me, never tease me. Keep me in Givenchy, laced in Gucci. Quick, take the keys and drive to Chelsea. He is Scalini, order linguine. He ordered the chateau, we got it to go. Then flew to the chateau, you already know. Friends telling me they see the glow. There's